Breaking news, the manhunt in Maine is over. About 48 hours after a gunman killed 18 people, police say they have now found him dead. Good evening, I'm Maurice Dubois. Christine is off. A news conference ended just a few minutes ago. Police saying Robert Card was found dead in Lisbon, Maine, less than 10 miles from Lewiston, where the attacks unfolded. He died from an apparent suicide. We have team coverage for you tonight. CBS 2's Alicia Reed here now with what we're learning about the victims. But we begin with Laura Hafley, live in Lewiston with the breaking details. Laura.
Robert Card, accused of killing 18 people in the town of Lewiston, Maine, is dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. His body was found here in Lisbon, only about a mile from the Androscoggin River's boat launch where his car was found, and less than 20 minutes away from the town he tortured.
I'm breathing a sigh of relief tonight, knowing that Robert Card is no longer a threat to anyone.
After a more than 2-day manhunt, authorities found the body of mass shooting suspect Robert Card.
At 7:45 this evening is when Mr. Card was located. I won't give you an exact address. It was near the river along Androscoggin in Lisbon Falls.
The Army reservist accused of opening fire at a bowling alley and a bar on Wednesday.
I also know that his death may not bring solace to many. But now is a time to heal.
Ronald G. Morin, 55.
Earlier, the names of all 18 people killed in the mass shooting in Lewiston, Maine were read aloud, followed by a moment of silence for the victims. On Friday, law enforcement officials intensified the urgent search for Card, scouring miles of woods and sending dive teams with sonar to the bottom of a river. There will be questions in the coming days about Robert Card's timeline, his motive, and how he was able to access firearms. But for now, the town of Lewiston and the neighboring towns can breathe a sigh of relief knowing they can finally mourn in peace. We are expecting another update tomorrow morning. In Lisbon, Laura Hafley, CBS News.
Laura, thank you. The people who were killed had all been out enjoying their evening when the gunman struck. Well, tonight, we're learning more about who they were. CBS 2's Alicia Reed here now with the family stories tonight. Alicia.
Maurice, they were out doing what one would consider normally family outings at a bowling alley and a restaurant. Some were able to escape, but more than a dozen did not.
The 18 innocent lives lost in Maine range in age from 14 to 76. Mechanic Bill Young and the youngest victim, his son Aaron, were at the bowling alley for a youth league. Aaron's bowling coach Robert Violetti was also killed. They were from a local deaf community group.
I couldn't see her, and everybody was running.
Bobby Nichols was with her sister Trisha Asselin. They were also at the bowling alley when gunshots rang out. Nichols was nearly trampled as she ran to safety. She found out later her sister didn't make it.
She told me, "I'm sorry." And I knew. And I went right to my knees.
At Shamanji's Bar and Grill, Billy Brackett, Joshua Seal, and Brian McFarland, 3 hearing-impaired victims, were playing cornhole when they were killed.
I hold them in my heart, and our staff I hold close to my heart, and trying to help them all breathe.
Father of 4, Joshua Seal and Billy Brackett graduated from the Maine Center for the Deaf and Hard of Hearing. Their children are now students there.
Shock for sure, sadness, anger, thinking about the children of these families.
Joey Walker was a manager at the Bar and Grill. His father, Leroy, says his son tried stopping the shooter.
My son actually, because he's manager of the bar and everything else, picked up a butcher knife and went after the gunman to try to stop him from killing other people. And that's when he shot my son to death.
You wouldn't want to go out any other way. That's exactly who he is as a man. He'd give you the shirt off his back.
This 10-year-old survivor is back with her family. The 2 hours she went missing from the bowling alley were torturous for her loved ones.
First words to me were, "I'm not dead, Pepe." And I broke down because it was so rewarding to hear that.
We hid in the bushes behind Subway. I felt happy to tell him that I'm okay.
One of the victim families recognized the shooter's photo the moment it was released, saying he visited the bar and grill to play cornhole in the past. Maurice.
Agonizing stories tonight, Alicia. Thank you.